In October 2025, the streets of Chengdu, China, witnessed a tragedy that quickly spread across the internet. It wasn't a movie or a viral stunt. It was real. A man behind the wheel of a brand new electric car never made it home that day. This is the true story of the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra crash. A story that reminds us how technology, speed and safety can collide in the most heartbreaking way. It was a clear Monday morning in Chengdu, one of China's busiest and most modern cities. The driver, whose identity was not released to the public, was reportedly traveling on a main road when his vehicle, a Xiaomi SU7 Ultra, suddenly veered off course and struck a roadside barrier. Within seconds, smoke began to rise from under the hood. What looked like a minor accident turned deadly in moments. Several people nearby noticed the crash and ran toward the car. One of them pulled out a phone, another tried to open the door. But the heat was already building. Flames began spreading from the front, moving fast toward the cabin. Eyewitnesses later said the doors appeared to be locked or jammed from the impact. "We tried to pull the handle, but it wouldn't open," one bystander told local reporters. "The fire got too strong. We couldn't get close anymore." Within a minute, the car was completely engulfed in flames. Firefighters arrived shortly after, but by then, it was too late. The driver did not survive. Photos and videos of the burning vehicle spread rapidly online. Not because people were curious, but because everyone was asking the same question. How could this happen to such a new, high-tech car? The Xiaomi SU7 Ultra was one of the company's most talked-about electric vehicles, known for its sleek design, fast acceleration, and cutting-edge AI driving systems. It was marketed as one of the safest EVs ever built. After the crash, Xiaomi released a statement expressing condolences to the victim's family and promised full cooperation with local authorities. Investigators began analyzing what went wrong, focusing on the car's battery system, the structure of the doors, and the electronic locking mechanism. Early reports suggested that after the impact, the main power connection may have short-circuited, leading to what experts call a thermal runaway, a dangerous chain reaction inside lithium-ion batteries that can cause them to overheat and ignite. Once a battery fire begins, it's extremely difficult to stop. It can burn hotter and longer than a gasoline fire, and sometimes reignites hours later. Electric cars are generally very safe. In fact, statistically, they catch fire less often than gasoline vehicles. But when something goes wrong, the results can be intense. According to EV safety specialists, even a small puncture in a high-voltage battery cell can trigger a rapid rise in temperature. If multiple cells fail in sequence, the heat and pressure can grow uncontrollably. That's why modern EVs use advanced cooling systems and crash protection layers. But in severe impacts, even those safeguards can fail. The Chengdu incident caused widespread debate on Chinese social media. Many questioned whether manufacturers were prioritizing performance over safety. Others defended Xiaomi, saying no technology can completely eliminate risk. The discussion quickly expanded beyond one brand to the entire electric car industry. People began asking how easy it is to escape a car if the electronics fail, whether EVs should have manual door overrides, and if firefighters are properly trained to handle battery fires. Those questions are now shaping new regulations and safety tests across several countries. What happened that morning wasn't just an accident. It was a reminder of how fragile life can be. For the man who lost his life, it was a normal day. For the people who tried to save him, it was a moment they'll never forget. And for the rest of us, it's a call to understand our machines better, to know the tools we trust with our lives. Electric vehicles represent the future of transportation, but that future must be built with awareness and respect for what can go wrong. Because when something fails at 100 kilometers per hour, every second matters. And sometimes, 1 second is all it takes for everything to change. Thank you for watching. If stories like this remind you how precious life and safety are, don't forget to subscribe. Real stories, real people, real lessons. This story is based on real reports and meant to raise awareness about safety, not to assign blame.